What's up? What's up with the people? What's up with the people? This is called the day off. A brother just goddamn it getting it off. 450 degrees. Any time of day, nigga, you can get that work. You can get that work, goddamn it. So we gonna bring it. So please, if you got children around, don't let them hear this. And women, don't get emotional. Men, don't get emotional. Cause this is gonna be a long ride. So let's rock and roll with it. Man, I tell you what, I don't know if you're a YouTuber or whatnot, man. How many times are you seeing the algorithm on YouTube? You just tired of seeing the shit. Shit is so repetitive. From goddamn it, Batman. That's a sorry ass movie. From goddamn it to the Lakers.
I mean, you gotta think about it. For YouTube, it's a win-win because nobody really watches TV. So you just think about a 10-hour work day. You're gonna have the beginning of the 10 hours, so many people watching. But you got the people that's at work or doing other things haven't seen it yet. So when they do, you gotta leave it up there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's just like the radio. How many times I hear Drake and Lil Baby? God damn, every hour on hour. Hell, I started listening to Joel Osteen yesterday.
Well, the God and the breakthrough.
Like, cause the nigga was tired of his other shit. Like, God damn, let me talk to the Lord.
Well, you know what? When God is good and He'll give you blessings, He is the God of the breakthrough. That motherfucker throw that fake ass smile on that motherfucker, and them women be going for that shit.
He's a good card artist. That motherfucker, he begging, you give it, and he laughing in your face.
Oh, nigga, but what about when he had the money in the wall?
That walked out. That's why I told my boy yesterday. He said, you know what the nigga like? He said, who? Joel Osteen, yeah, him, that motherfucker. Can't explain how you got that money in the wall, huh?
Oh, shit.
I said, maybe they would have overlooked that shit if that nigga would have let them people in his church doing that flood. Girl, he could have blamed it on them.
Nigga.
Shit, I know some contractors in the flood.
Hey.
They did that shit.
Hey, but when they had them cameras on him, you could look at his face. Boy, that nigga was hot. No, I want these goddamn motherfuckers in this shit. They discovering my money and shit. Oh, God ain't good right now. He's the devil.
Well, I tell you, boy.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if I've ever met an honest preacher.
But you know what? For us being in the black neighborhood, I can say the same. I can say one thing. I can say my mama, my grandmama, my aunt. Ooh, and I hate to say it, the ladies in my family, they been some church prostitutes, some church whores.
My dad was.
Ooh,
Hey,
Lord have mercy.
Hey, right now he started probably still pissed about the church because when they had that flood out there off Kings Lane that time, our church, they owned the property and everything, but they supposedly ran out of funds to rebuild the church. So they just paying property tax on the land. I'm like, let's fish it.
Why?
I remember when they begged the church because they were so close to owning the church. They did that, and it was like it went downhill after that. Especially when Bill Hall and my dad, they were basically the main two supporters of the church. You know what I'm saying? Nah, look, when they passed away, man, that church, man, I don't know where that church is now.
So could you honestly say that at least 45% of that revenue that was coming through was from your dad's hands himself?
Him and Bill Hall.
Wow.
Because I guarantee just monthly tithes, they paying well over $1,000.
And this was a win.
This was in early 2000s. My dad died 2010. Bill Howard probably died like 2012. So from my every existence in that church to my dad passed away was one of the main supporters of that fucking church, without a doubt.
Hey, do you remember that shit? That your boy got in trouble with the women in Mount Zion.
Bishop Walker.
Man, listen here.
But they did him dirty though. You talking about he was supposed to be his wife died and he already was fucking.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? He was doing it, he was getting off the bus. I mean, real talk. I mean, you a man, I'm a man. Hey, the man was getting off the bus.
That's what people don't understand. Like, he had to explain this to people. That I think that was one of his wife's last wishes. That whoever he with, that's the person she wanted him to be with. Type shit. Supposedly. This coming from a female that was,
Part of them.
You cannot say nothing bad about dude.
My nigga.
Because I was tearing her ass up in Baylor's that day.
Man, listen here. And I understand that. And people really can't get in their feelings because he a man. And he got a lot of power. We had a lot of power. Still do to this day.
No, you gotta say, nobody, no man, no woman, especially children, is above temptation.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
I don't give a care who you are. You can be tempted, and we don't know what can tempt you. You know, you can walk outside and see a motherfucker drop a bankroll and let him go in the house and pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You give me that power, give you that power with access. That's what I'm saying. The tongue of them preachers and black women itself. Black women itself. They don't have no man in the house. The only man they got in the house is Jesus. And that's who they mentally and physically love. And it's a sickening thing of an imaginary figure that white people put out there in that image. And that's what these sisters do. They worship that motherfucking image. That's what I was getting to.
Well, see, they got it backwards, though. They'll meet you and they'll talk all that church shit. But you go do whole shit.
That's why I'm gonna cook on this. I was at one of them sermons, right? And you know when they about to close it out. You know, did the benediction, whatever. Oh, he was like, man, I don't need no this. I don't need no money. I don't need this. I don't need that. I only need one thing. I only need one thing. And all the women were standing up. I only need one thing. And that is Jesus. Man, when he did that, not only did the women get up and start clapping booty cheeks, the image that he portrayed on the what's name, it was a white Jesus. And you'd hear me, them women were going crazy. I got the fuck up out of that church.
What church is this?
Mount Zion. I got the fuck about that motherfucker, man.
I never wanted to go to Mount Zion when I learned, like, I understand, you know, being a young preacher at the time. But you remember that song, DMX? The love, the hate, they don't know.
Yeah.
Nigga was a member of the church, man, and he was tripping that the fact that that's how he did his sermon, using DMX song. And immediately as the church ended, they were selling the tapes.
Yeah, they did it every sermon, right after.
But you using this man's song.
Yeah, I see what you're
That's
looking at.
copyright infringement.
Yeah.
On the highest level.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
But you'll get mad at the nigga in front of the Malco selling the CD he's trying to feed his family.
See, when the narrative don't fit you.
So, I mean, I don't get that. Like, once I said he was feeding on the youngness to try to reach people, why you doing that? Because the young niggas that you're supposed to be trying to reach, they still on this block. So you trying to reach their gals? Or these other ones that's going to school? Gotta be. Because I ain't never seen that nigga on the block trying to reach the youth that way.
See, that's why you should subscribe to NOI.org. NOI.org. You know, you might not believe in Allah or whatnot. Them black Muslims, they crazy. But I can say Them motherfuckers in the projects. They is in the gutter and all that. You can say what you want. I can say what I want.
And they ain't trying to push it on you.
No, they ain't. And they don't think they ask you about it. Some paper. And people joke on that.
Nah, they don't even ask you to do that.
Sometimes they may give it to you.
You ain't got a bruh here, man. I
So the fuck will.
I had them give me plenty of like, man, you needed more than I do.
And you know, I push the minister, but I don't push it on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I push the message, not the organization, but I fucks with them. That's my grounding. That's just what it is. But man, the game is just so fucked up, dog pound. It's really fucked up on all aspects. We got TV spitting these narratives out. I was at work and this white guy, he's like, "Hey man, you watched the Oscar last night? What do you think about that black on black crime?" Guess what I holler out? What about the white on white crime? It's airing it. No, we're in office now.
You gotta spin.
Killed him.
You gotta spin there racially like they did.
I killed him. He didn't have nothing to say.
All you gotta do is say, well, I'd rather have black on black crime. That's something that's unavoidable. But it wasn't self-genocide. They didn't kill each other.
I mean, yeah, but you know, them motherfuckers, they always slick with the tongue. You know what I'm saying?
But this is how you kill him, because
I did.
You make him feel more racist than he thinks.
I did. You should see the look on his face.
Be like, man, so you condone that type of shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I would have felt better if the nigga smacked him and the nigga would have smacked his ass back. I would have felt better that way. Because now how it's playing out, what the fuck did Chris Rock do? He in a losing situation. He winning because now he even more popular than he ever been in this decade.
And his sales is going the fuck up.
Yeah,
like a motherfucker.
But what is that to say? Chris Rock got girls. Your daddy just got slapped the fuck on TV.
And everybody gonna be joking on it. You know, that's why Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey
said, I want $200 million.
He white.
I mean, no, but he just said.
But he white.
I understand that, but he just talking about the business of it. Like what you just said about the girls.
Yeah,
but he's talking about everybody got that video. And everybody
it's a good lawsuit.
Yeah, he just talking about that aspect of it. But the other bullshit, he really shouldn't have, been around to be jarring about that. Because they cool, it's supposed to be a personal thing.
Man,
you didn't have to air all that shit out.
The point is, people really don't understand when a man fed up. They only know the song when a woman fed up because of R. Kelly.
When a woman fed up.
They always want to hear the woman's side, let her vent.
Yeah, see, nothing you could do about it.
They say we too strong to show our feelings and shit. When we do, y'all don't understand it still. Man, fed up, man.
And I was trying to tell somebody that you cannot, even if he did or did not love her, you cannot tell him how to respond on something that they got going on.
See, I don't like women to put men in those situations.
Right. Just like
because I teach my daughter, people not raised right. So you don't put yourself in a situation, be fighting no dude, expect him not to hit your ass back. So you keep yourself away from them fighting situations. That look she gave that man simply let me know right then and there. If you don't say something or do something, you finna get the business at the crib. That man know he finna win an Oscar. He trying to have a good time. That's her. She toxic. Man, anytime I know we being honest or whatever, we sitting at the table and you letting your truth be out. Some things you gotta keep to your goddamn self. You gotta ride that wave all the motherfucking way out. But when you did that, you really embarrassed one of the strongest black men we still had on this planet that had no flaws. Just got some weird ass kids. But he hadn't did nothing wrong in our eyes.
No, he hadn't. Had some of the most best moments in our childhood coming up on TV, some shit we going through.
Yeah.
I mean, real talk. Real talk, like motherfucker.
Now, don't Eddie Murphy look like the most sanest motherfucker on the planet? So you understand, like, the problem most regular people have is the fact that because they stars, they not regular people.
Goddamn right, that killed me with that.
And nigga Will showed the world he was a regular dude.
He believed just like everybody else talk.
Man, I just.
He believed just like everybody else.
And then they got the nerve to say, like, well, if this comedian was up there and said that, he wouldn't have smacked him. Man, that motherfucking look she gave him, God could have been the one up there telling them jokes. Will gonna go up there and smack the shit out of somebody. I said, that shit terrible, man.
And
then
fuck
you
with
know they had the nerve to let the authorities know. The authorities like, we aware of it. Chris Rock don't want to press no charge. See, that would have been another thing.
And you know, they keep on saying, he deserved to be punished. He deserved to be punished. Why y'all want Will to be punished? And his brother told him, I'm good.
Man, but still, they want Will to be punished because they want this story to never end. They won't be able to call Will a criminal and Chris Rock a snitch. They want Chris Rock to press charges. But see, what Chris Rock showed the world that you can be bigger than life. Cause he took that punch. He ain't telling. So he got more free reign to tell jokes about anything now.
Oh, like, man, yeah, your boy smacked the shit out of me, goddammit.
Nah, I would tell I would joke about her
Ooh.
and him. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You open this can. See,
so you go hand
it's the killing with the kindness. See, Chris Rock, if he want to be a dirty motherfucker, he can go the rest of this year touring talking about that.
Ooh.
I know the talk shows are already lined up. All the talk shows lined up. All the radio stations lined up. Chris Rock now got a decision. Should I be a bastard? Or should I be a good black man?
Because I didn't sue.
It ain't about the suing. Because, like, on their level, Chris Rock ain't hurting on no money.
Nah, but it's just...
Even after the divorce, Chris Rock ain't hurting on no money.
I could use them $200. I could use them $200 though. Real talk.
But that's a touchy line. Yeah, this is an assault. But what value they got? It ain't no
So what you saying?
With the lawyers, the 200 million can pull up here versus your 40 million. What is you saying, Jim Carrey?
So what you saying is basically on the other end. What I can bring on the other end, it's gonna be way more valuable because I can ride that bitch out.
I
Like
can ride that
motherfucker out.
Bitch into 200 million.
Hey, or just talk about the Oscars. That could be my tour. The Oscars, nigga. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Something on that line, like.
Man, he gonna be able to will them. And see, this is one of them things they can't send out a cease and desist. Cause this shit nationwide. So he got a free reign. Sometimes you gotta take that punch from Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad Will smacked me, boy.
Man, Will had a song he think he beat Mike Tyson. Well, you know he sure smacked the shit out of Chris. You tell, right? Boy, I ride that way like I'm sweating, I'm surfing. Them niggas, I'm riding the hell out of that goddamn way.
Come out there with a plate.
Earlier, nigga, I had back in the day when they used to tie the little do-rag around a nigga jaw and shit when they had two-face. I come out there like that. I ain't making no Will and Jada joke. Cause I ain't scaring the crowd. I don't know if that nigga out here. You know what I'm saying? He can say dumb shit like that. Yeah, he can do that.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. They gonna be cooking, boy. They gonna be cooking, boy. Oh,
shit. You say shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Will.
Off the Woodbridge early in the morning. You hear me?
And
White
then-
girl giggling.
And then you gotta think about it. People like that, whatever trouble come behind that, Will can afford it. But see, this is what I do. I take it out of Jada's end. Because we clearly know who made the most money in their relationship. Who was the most famous in that relationship. We know this. So, it's going to come out of her divorce money. If I get some real talk. I did that for you, bitch. Come out of your head.
Yeah, you remember entanglement? We're just going to entangle that in your account.
See,
Entangle that out your account.
it's still to this day. Don't nobody really realize what that means. More and more you think about that entanglement shit. I think Will got caught cheating long time before this. And that's probably when they made an agreement. Not no open marriage, but you might have one or two freebies. And like I told you, one of the agreements probably nobody he know or she supposed to really like. You know what I'm saying? She turned the little boy out. He had issues in the first place. He was a junkie.
Pill junkie.
No, that nigga was shooting heroin, nigga.
What? Hello, motherfucker.
Man, all them niggas from New Orleans be doing that heroin, man. Lil Wayne is the biggest junkie right now.
God damn.
They
Now that you mention that shit.
They either shoot heroin or snort it. And then they do lean. Them niggas is junkies, man. He said that, look at him. You know when them motherfuckers gonna rape? He said, look at him. He's nothing but a junkie. He don't even see himself. No one rape sitting there. He said, man, what you want to talk about? He was like, right, man. He was like, I got him under control. I got him under control. You don't remember that?
Oh,
You can
man.
see this time of day, they ain't got the rock or the itching, cause most of them motherfuckers is using them pills and the heroin now.
Like I said, things are so repetitious on YouTube. It's sickening. But I'm just gonna vomit it one more time. It's about them. It's about the toxicity that comes with LeBron James. You know, the comment that Kevin Durant made that he wouldn't possibly want to play around him because it's the environment. It's toxic.
It's a toxic environment.
It's very toxic. It's very toxic. Not that he's saying he won't mind playing with the talent, but that toxic is like when things go wrong, you gonna be the scapegoat.
Look,
all fucking day.
They didn't want to play with Kobe because they want to be the man, and they knew going to LA, as long as Kobe was there, he the man.
And he was gonna push. He was gonna push you.
They didn't say they didn't want to play with Kobe, like, cause he don't pass the ball. It wasn't none of that shit. It's just the fact that the people that they was after at that time, they was at their hottest and they in their prime. They want to be the man. These people ain't none of them in their prime no more. They just veterans. They can play. They don't want to play with dude because of all the bullshit, man. Man, when that shit started going bad, they immediately turned on Russ. And I know I can point out 6 motherfuckers on that bench that ain't even fucking playing. It's something up with that goddamn coach. Out of all this time with this team, you still have not put together a good rotation.
And I know Russ may have a turnover problem.
Man,
but his turnovers they diminish since the issue problem been issued.
Man, Russ cannot shoot.
He just can't shoot. He's not a shooter.
He
can drive.
He very streaky. But LeBron don't need that type of player on the teams LeBron want to be on. So that fucks it up. And I'm a diehard Lakers fan. He just done fucked up.